Okay, so how's everybody doing? Fantastic, great. On the way, I was driving here. I was listening to that song, that Maroon 5 song, like "Girls Like It," and I got stuck in my head. And when that song gets stuck in my head, it's stuck in there for like days. So this is like the fourth time that that song's been in my head. I just get addicted to it for some reason. I don't know. If you guys seen the music video, it's pretty cool. He's like singing, and then the camera slowly turning. There's like Ellen. It's like Ellen's my BFF. Okay, not really. I wish she was my BFF. That'd be pretty awesome. Because I think Ellen's a pretty awesome person. Okay, so we are going to have a fairly light day in terms of talking, which is good, I guess. And then we're going to kind of split into some team time where you guys can work in your teams. And if you haven't already, you guys can like get to know each other, or you can like craft the email you're sending to your client. You haven't already reached out, or you can, talk about when you guys want to schedule a team meeting. Or you can even have a team meeting right now if you really want to. Depending on how many of your team members are here. A lot of you, your whole team isn't here, so having a team meeting would be kind of tough. You'll just do it by yourself. It's like the partying by yourself song. You're party by yourself, yeah. I'm just full of pop culture today, so you're welcome. I'm just an amazing blessing in all of you guys' lives. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is that by now, you should all be in teams except for you because you just joined. And in Slack, you should see the scope. Inside there is the contact information for your client, so your communications liaison can reach out to them if they haven't already. Make sure that you CC your project mentor. If you don't know who it is, hopefully you should because they posted. They're back there. There's one other that's called Griffin. His name is Griffin. He is not here during this time, but he's available during other times. And you will know if he's your project mentor because he posted on it on the channel. The logic here is very deep. Yes, so you guys can reach out and have those consultations as soon as possible. The sooner the better. What I usually recommend is it's great if your whole team can be there, but if it means that you have to delay by more than a day or two to have your whole team there, then that's okay. Take good notes. You can even record the meeting and have the meeting with only 2 or 3 of your team members who are there. So we just want to make sure that the client consultations happen as quickly as possible, and that they don't delay by like 3 days, 4 days, or a week because we're waiting for that first for everybody's calendars to align and the stars to align, and then it's magical. Because it just could take a long time, especially because we're all quite busy. So I'm going to talk a little bit about calendaring today. Calendaring is extremely important. I live by it, eat, breathe, and die by it. I don't have my food schedule on here, but if I did, I would eat when it says to eat. So with us, with scheduling with like a meeting with me, if you want me to attend a meeting, I typically don't, so I might deny them, but if you have really good justification, I might attend the meeting. Your project mentors will attend like 1 team meeting a week with you guys, as well as attend all client meetings. So if you want to know when they're available, or if you want to, for like a client meeting, so you're got to reach out to your client, the easiest thing to do is everybody share each other's calendars and then put like your things on the calendars. And then you can share a calendar or add a calendar by going right here. And I do not have either Lakin's or Daniela's calendar on my things. Hopefully they have calendars that are like, they have stuff in them, fantastic. So let's do Lakin, l.call. I just add it right there. And because she's a public calendar, which we all do, it automatically adds. So I know that Lakin is busy tomorrow from 4 to 8, but she's available basically the whole day tomorrow. I will remove all these things so that you guys my calendar is pretty crazy. Fantastic. And then you can add other calendars, like if you're Daniela. I have too many Jordans in my contact list. You can now see that Daniela is just busy tonight and free the rest of the time. So this is useful for when you want to schedule your client consultation. You want to first check the availability of everybody on your team, as well as your project mentor, before you reach out with your client to make sure that everybody's available at that time. And generally the best practice when reaching out to your client is to not like say, we're available all of Wednesday and Thursday. What works best for you? Because then the client will give you some time that doesn't actually work well for you guys. It's just, they will always pick the most annoying time in that block of time. So my recommendation would be to pick like 2 or 3 blocks of time, like 2-hour blocks of time that work for you and your team that you guys know work. And then that reduces any like back and forth, like what time works for you? Well, what time works for you? No, I'm really flexible. What time works for you? It's like go dating, but with a client. So you want to avoid anything like that. Yes. So that's my recommendation. Getting good with calendars is very important. So if you want to create a calendar event, you just create an event. Make sure you add all of your team members to it. So you're going to add, you know, your project mentor, who might be Daniela, and then you can add your team members, all of them there, and then you're going to add your client to the invite as well. Specify where it's happening. So if your client is outside of Rexburg or even outside of like Idaho Falls, they might want to meet over Google Hangouts. Calendar does an amazing thing. It already creates a Google Hangouts by default. So you could just tell them to use that link, or you can say, see above link for the Google Hangouts meet. And this is a video conference call, so make sure that they're also aware that this is a video meeting. Always recommend video meetings over just like phone conference calls. If your client wants to meet and doesn't want to meet over the video, I would recommend using freeconferencecall.com. They're a great free conference call service that you can use. And I just realized I'm not recording my screen, so they can't see any of this something on the screen. Then you can include in here that phone number. So it's going to be like 605, I forget the rest of the digits, but 605 is the first couple of digits. A free conference call. It's going to provide your phone number everybody calls into, and then a PIN. It's like an 8-digit PIN, and everybody just calls into that. But all that will need to be sent out to the client before the meeting happens, about 24 hours before at least, as a minimum, so they're aware of that. If you are going to be hosting the meeting in person, you can do that on campus here if you want. You can just reserve a room going through the scheduling office. I forget the link of it. I think it's like scheduling.byui.edu. And it is fantastic. That you can schedule a room. You can also have use a conference room at our offices in the city of Rexburg. If you're willing to go there, just tell us beforehand, because we will check to see if it is available. You can just send us a message on Slack. Discard. And we can check to see if the boardroom or if the small conference room is available. And then we will reserve it for you. And then you can just show up and then use that office space and meet with your client there at that time. So, and for those online people who missed what I was doing beforehand because I wasn't recording it, I was putting an email into this box right here. How you add coworkers' calendar. Does that make sense? Is that pretty clear? Who here is like really comfortable with calendar? With Google Calendars? You got a couple people. In your workplace, you're going to have some type of calendaring system. Probably not Google Calendar. There's a lot of them, but this is like one of like the most commonly used. So it's a good skill and good thing to get comfortable with. Just so you guys can have any questions on this. Any questions on setting up a consultation, the first consultation with the client? Anybody like extremely scared or nervous? No fear. You guys are fearless. You guys are just like, yeah.
Quick question, not necessarily about your client.
Yeah.
Our client wants to be on Thursdays at 4:15 every other week, and our group team lead was hoping to meet Thursdays at 3:15. That changes for this class going to be happening on Tuesdays or Thursdays?
So they will be happening only on Tuesdays in the future, I believe starting next week, and then they will not be happening every Tuesday. They will happen most Tuesdays, which we will post the exact schedule of that beforehand. Yeah, so you're welcome to have that meeting on Thursdays. You guys also have team meetings on Thursdays, client meetings on Thursday. That's great. I like how you guys want to do a recurring meeting. Please set up a recurring meeting with your client every week or every other week. And that can also be done through Google Calendar. For those of you who don't know how to do that, just repeats. You're going to just put in like a custom repeating. You just repeat it maybe like 11 times every week. Or you can repeat it on specific days that it might occur, or repeat every other week, just 2 weeks. And you're just going to repeat, 6 times throughout the semester. This way it's on your calendar, it's on the client's calendar, because your clients are generally very, very busy people. They're often the business owners themselves, so it's just that way it's there and ingrained. And that's easiest to do right after, not right after, like at the last couple minutes of that client consultation. So how often do you want to meet? We would like to meet weekly or bi-weekly, and then let's set the time right now that's going to be for the rest of the semester. That also makes life really easy for your project mentors as well. Any questions on that? No, any questions on like any topic at all in general? This is like question time. Yes.
So for Clockify, do we like go and like enter the hours that we take for training?
Yes. Anything?
That could be edited to Clockify.
Yes. Yeah. So you'll do that. Anything RBC related can be in Clockify. So any type of training, video that you're watching, research, team meeting, that can all be time clocked. And you just click on this. So by default, it's this, which is just the time. And you click this one. You can put in the time you clocked in, time clocked out, and then the date. You can just add it. So yeah, all that stuff that because we just shared it to you guys just like Wednesday, was it? Or just a couple days ago. So you can just add in all that last stuff. Yeah.
So is there like an app for Clockify?
There is. There is an app for Clockify that is very user-friendly and very nice. So if you want to have it on your cell phone, just you clock in and clock out. You then don't need to sign in every time or whatnot. So I think it's called Clockify. So on the Google and Apple Play Store. So yeah. Any other questions? Questions about Clockify? We know it's kind of like new and different, or other things. Yeah.
So in the Slack group for the project that I'm on,
Yep.
only a couple of people have ever responded to it. Should I just look at that until other people respond? Or?
So yes, and kind of yes. So try to get into contact with those individuals. If you don't hear anything within the next day or so, like try sending them direct messages and stuff like that. Then forward it to your project mentor, who is then going to forward it to me. And I'm gonna try to get in contact. And if I do not, I'm gonna kick them out, and they will be gone. So we want to do that within this next week. So try to do that, within this, next couple of days. Try to see who is alive, who's not alive, and things like that. So, because we don't want any free riders. That's what the phrase is. So if they're not doing work, if they're not participating, we're just going to kick them out. We will try to replace them with additional people, like new individuals who come in. Yes. So everybody should have a team of 4. If you don't, it's probably because the individual isn't yet on Slack, and we've messaged them and we've told them to get on Slack. Some people just don't want to get on Slack. They just don't know how awesome it is to be on Slack. Yes. And you guys are fairly low in your funny meme participation compared to our advanced group. Our advanced group is much more active with the funny memes. You guys are not very active on the random channel. The random channel has like not random fun stuff in it. That's like where the fun's supposed to happen. But that's just a side note. Anything else? Questions? Yeah.
Question about comment. As far as the random channel goes, maybe we'll just slap it on.
Yeah. Yeah. I always thought, why do the Slack people name Slack Slack? Because the goal is to not be a Slack on Slack, but it makes no sense. Yeah. Yeah. Do you have a question, or is that a hair
Yeah,
thing?
you
Okay.
said that we have to record also the ones that are, I mean, that we spend like watching the videos.
Yeah. Anything that it all can get kind of towards the internships, all that
This
training.
cost, like, that we're meeting here also that?
Yep. Yep. So what we kind of figure is about 8 to 10 hours a week is your time that you'll be spending, and about an hour that's probably in trainings a week, and because we're going to stop doing like twice a week, and another hour of that is going to be in a team meeting, maybe 2 30-minute meetings, and then another half an hour to 45 minutes is in a client meeting once a week. So it's like kind of like 5 hours of actual 4 to 5 hours of actual research that you're doing on the project, at your own pace, whenever you want, at 2 a.m. if that's how you roll. So that's kind of how it's at least planned out. Some weeks you won't have a client meeting. Some weeks you'll do more team meetings. So anything else? Yeah, Daniela.
So if, from what I understand, every team has 4 members, right?
You should, yes.
But if
If they only have 2, then that means that, and you're talking about the Karens? Yes. So it means that there's 2 additional members who just haven't joined Slack. And I've sent them 2 invites to join Slack. And if they don't, it probably means that I'll contact their emails and see if they are actually active or not. And then we will try to add an additional teammate to there if possible. We don't like teams to be below 3, but 3 is okay. 4 is ideal though. So that's what we try to do. Yeah.
I don't know if it's time that we should walk into Spotify, like I know for the top, but like if we were working on like the project, we count that as like time towards.
Yep.
Every time we work on it, just clock in and clock.
Yeah. Every time you work on it, just clock in and clock out. So if you sit down, I'm gonna go work on it for like an hour. Just clock in, clock out. Generally, Slack is weird because if you respond to messages on Slack and you're actually doing work, but you just respond, just add an extra 10 minutes a day, just me being on Slack. If you actually participating in Slack and you want to clock in, respond to Slack message, clock out, that's kind of fun. You can just add in $10, right? I keep saying $10, 10 hours a day into Slack communication if you want. Yes. So any other questions, comments, fears, childhood scarring moments, anything? Okay, so if not, I'm then going to stop talking. You guys are welcome to, if you have team members here, you're welcome to talk to team members. Welcome to talk to project mentors, to talk to them about meetings or scopes or client meetings that you want to plan, and you just want to kind of is this email okay? And you want to get their opinion on it or whatever you want to do. They're here as resources for that. Yes. Okay. I guess we are done. At least on my side. You guys can stay here. I'm going to stay here and I'm going to go talk to him now. I guess the official, I don't know, this is awkward. It's like when you're on a date.